My fellow Jews, do not show off in front of the goyim. I see way too many of you talking about ethnocentrism and showing off your brachas and getting cocky. That is not how we do things. The Mossad motto is, by deception thou shalt make war. We need to pose as the goyim. We need to say, hello my fellow whites. This is why diversity is good. This is why multiculturalism is good. This is why race mixing is good. I see some of you discussing how it's good to marry a fellow Jew. No, we need to essentially deceive. That is how we got where we are today. That is how we need to continue to act. Keep a low profile. Shalom.
Can I touch you to see if you're real? There's nothing, there's something I feel. My heart takes a strain, or it breaks down again. You got an upside sense, but
One of the things that most people don't realize is that the rank and file Jews in the world, by and large, are not completely aware of the facts that I'm sharing with you today. And they believe themselves truly to be victims. They believe themselves to be deserving of extra benefits and extra positions in life and extra considerations when it comes to jobs and education and the rest of it, because they've been victims. And but the fact is, they've been taught to believe they're victims when in fact they have been the victimizers.
I'm saying all these things against the Jews, huh? It's wrong, you say.
You are saying all these things against the Jews. I've been listening.
Yeah. But they're well founded. They're well founded. Yeah.
They're well founded. They are not well founded. To say that all Jews are bad, how is that well founded? That's just bullshit.
I explained to you.
You did not explain anything to me. This is just utter, thorough, unadulterated bullshit.
I explained to you, Carrie, that why if the good Jews, right? Why aren't the good Jews talking against the bad Jews, the so-called good Jews out there?
Oh yes, there are. Very good people, wonderful people.
Yeah, but why aren't they talking against?
Absolutely unbelievable.
Why aren't the good Jews screaming against the bad Jews?
Probably because they do not agree with you that they are necessarily bad.
Then they're not such good Jews.
Hey, in 1920s Germany, the Nazi Party lost an election in a democratically process. They lost the legislature. And at the time, Goebbels, he wrote a open letter to the Jewish people in a German paper. And I have the letter here and I'd like to read it to you. For all you Jews, whatever economic station, know this. You need to drink up, and quickly, and heavily, because your time is limited. Real damn limited. So party while you can, but mind the increasingly loud clock ticking away in the corners of your consciousness. That clock reminds you of how little time you and yours have left. Not much more. Tick-tock. In 40 years or so, maybe fewer, there won't be any more Jews around who actually remember your religion and your cultural bullshit that you hold so dear to your heart. So to hell with you and all those who revere you. We are planning your destruction. We just have to be patient and wait for your hearts to stop beating. And they will stop. For some of you, real damn soon, truth be told. Scary stuff, right? That writing, I mean, is pretty much talking about genocide, foreshadowing a genocide. But I did some artistic license with that, I must tell you. That was not written in the 1920s. That was just written a week ago. And wherever the word Jew was put in, that actually didn't say Jew, it was about whites. Otherwise, it's exactly the same. And it was written in response not to the Nazis losing an election in the 1920s. It was written in response to the Republicans gaining control of the House of Representatives. The person who penned it wasn't Goebbels, it was a guy named Tim Wise. And Tim Wise is not just some random obscure guy on the internet that rants in his basement. Tim is known as one of the diversity experts in America. He's been on national news. Corporations pay him a lot of money to advise them on how they can implement diversity. Government agencies pay him to come in and consult and make diversity recommendations. And the key is, this is guy's one of the leaders in what he thinks diversity means. And a lot of diversity advocates, I'm not sure about Tim, although he wrote what he wrote, you can read it. When they mean diversity, they don't mean giving everyone a fair shake and not looking at race, but judge people based on their, content or their character, not the color of the skin. No, these guys, diversity means anti-white and is, in some cases straight up genocide. That was what they're advocating. As long as there's one white person remaining, they're unhappy. And it is interesting that Tim wrote this because I think he's done a lot of people a favor. So whenever he goes into these corporations or the government, I hope this gets out so they can see really what he believes and what his position on white people is. Because it's interesting, Tim goes around, he makes a career out of seeing hate everywhere. He's kind of ironic, really, based on what he wrote. I've never seen a white person write such genocidal thoughts on paper and publish it. He calls himself white. Interesting. I wanted to believe he was white. I really did, because I don't want to go down this issue again. But no, it turns out he's not. He belongs to a very protected minority that you can't name, otherwise you get the Rick Sanchez treatment. It's just sad, really. I mean, what this has, and I hope this opens some eyes to what him and his ilk really stand for. And the culture Marxists, I mean, they're really nasty people, and the people really need to see what they stand for.
Isn't it interesting how afraid Jews are of the idea of being removed from our countries? It's like they have to be here. They have to be deep within our institutions. They have to be within every possible position of influence and power that they can be. Just the sheer notion of them all going back to their own country, forming their own nation, having to work an honest job, it strikes fear in their hearts. They equate it with genocide. And why would that be? Why would they equate just being honest people within their own societies and not being part of us? Why would they equate that to being genocide?